Hello and welcome to our channel. In this lecture we are going to discuss the Puritan Age in English literature, its main event characteristics, writers and their work. Before going to Puritan Age, first of all you must know what is Puritan. So it is. Puritans were a group of English Protestants in the 16th and 17th centuries who sought to purify and reform the Church of England. They believed that the Church still retained too many Roman Catholic practices and wanted to simplify and purify its religious rituals and teachings. Now let me tell you what is Puritan Age in English literature. The half-century between 1625 and 1675 is called the Puritan period for two reasons. First, because Puritan standards prevailed for a time in England, and second, because the greatest literary figure during all these years was the Puritan, John Milton. Historically, the age was one of tremendous conflict. The Puritans struggled for righteousness and liberty, and because he prevailed, the age is one of moral and political revolution. In his struggle for liberty, the Puritan overthrew the corrupt monarchy, beheaded Charles I, and established the Commonwealth under Cromwell. The Commonwealth lasted but a few years, and the restoration of Charles II in 1660 is often put as the end of the Puritan period. The age has no distinct limits, but overlaps the Elizabethan period on one side, and the Restoration period on the other. The age produced many writers, a few immortal books, and one of the world's great literary leaders. The literature of the age is extremely diverse in character, and the diversity is due to the breaking up of the ideals of political and religious unity. This literature differs from that of the preceding age in three marked ways. 1. It has no unity of spirit, as in the days of Elizabeth, resulting from the patriotic enthusiasm of all classes. 2. In contrast with the hopefulness and vigor of Elizabethan writings, much of the literature of this period is somber in character, it saddens rather than inspires us. 3. It has lost the romantic impulse of youth, and become critical and intellectual, it makes us think, rather than feel deeply. There are certain characteristics of the age, and that is: 1. Religious piety. Puritans were known for their strong religious convictions. Their literature often reflected a deep sense of piety, a focus on personal salvation, and a commitment to living according to strict moral and religious principles. 2. Moral and didactic literature. Much of Puritan literature had a moral and didactic purpose. It aimed to instruct and edify readers in matters of faith and conduct. Examples include allegorical works like John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress. 3. Biblical influence. The Bible held a central place in Puritan life and literature. Puritan writers frequently referenced and quoted scripture, and their works often took on biblical themes and motifs. 4. Individualism and self-examination. Puritans emphasized the individual's relationship with God and the need for introspection and self-examination. This is evident in their autobiographical writings and personal diaries. 5. Importance of the printing press. The Puritan age saw the proliferation of printed materials, making literature more accessible to a wider audience. The publication of the King James Version of the Bible in 1611 was a significant event. There are various groups of the writers in this age who differ from one another on certain aspects. First of all, we have transition poets, of whom Daniel is chief. 2. The songwriters, Campion and Breton. 3. The Spenserian poets, Wither and Giles Fletcher. 4. The metaphysical poets, Donne and Herbert. 5. The Cavalier Poets, Herrick, Carew, Lovelace, and Suckling. 6. John Milton, his life, his early or Horton poems, his militant prose, and his last great poetical works. 7. John Bunyan, his extraordinary life, and his chief work, The Pilgrim's Progress. 8. The minor prose writers, Burton, Brown, Fuller, and Taylor. Hope you all must have enough about Puritan Age. If you like it, hit the subscribe button, like and share with your friends. See you in the upcoming video.